reevaluate to see whether it's still worth it to me after all these years. Meaning, playing it for money, since there's also ways to play it for
What
money.
business brings you here?
Can you tell me about woodworking?
Certainly. Woodworkers shape wood into all manner of useful tools, but bows, staves, and shields are our specialty. This work requires fine lumber and a sturdy work table. We also seek out style books and rare ingredients for more advanced work.
Can you tell me about the process, or however you're going to pronounce it?
Sure. While shaping the wood, we can choose a special trait to focus on. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Increasing the weight or tuning the angle can draw out different advantages in the final product.
Is there more to it?
Well, a piece can be improved even more through the use of resins. Special elements that enhance the value and quality of your work. The improvement process is delicate, so be sure you've got enough tempers and a steady hand. Good luck.
I'm seeing if there's anything I should sell to just have more room in my inventory. I probably should get rid of the profits. Because it's underpowered compared to what I'm wearing now. I mean, what I'm carrying now. I'll get this right someday. And I don't use heavy armor or even medium armor, so anything I have like that I can get rid of as well. Even though what I'm wearing right now isn't top level. Hopefully I can get top level stuff. I wear light armor. This will give me a lot of space in my inventory. Or as Gopher would say, inventory or something. I don't know how he mispronounces it. Okay, that'll get me plenty of space for now. Now, one of the reasons I'm thinking about not doing this anymore is because the last few times I've logged on,
Can you believe it?
it wasn't
Dragons
in maintenance
in
or
your
anything,
own
or at least
homeland.
it didn't say it
What are you
was.
going to do?
And
This
yet,
one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in
it immediately logged me out. So if I can't play it when I want to play it, why should I pay to play it, right? I have enjoyed it over the years, and I bought all the DLCs even though I was a ESO Plus subscriber. Still am an ESO Plus. Still am a Plus subscriber for now. I'm just, like I said, reevaluating whether that's worth it. So with ESO Plus, you get all the DLCs. Not the not all the chapters, but all the DLCs. Basically, you divide the chapters, although they've changed that too. Another reason I'm thinking about whether to keep doing this is they keep changing so much that as soon as I learn something, I find the variety interesting. I like the Elder Scrolls. But all the changes, they're mandatory. I mean, that's one thing about an online game. You have to play it the way the people programming it want you to play it. And they can change it at any time, and you don't really have any say in that. Well, let's look at our character for a minute. This is YouTube Dunmer. Level 14. I want to look at his inventory if I can ever find it. Okay, now what I'm carrying seems to be a prophet's bow that does 965 damage, and it's a level 9. So the prisoner's bow does slightly more damage, so I'll equip it instead. Now, I'm probably going to equip the prisoner's clothing as well, because it gives me a training bonus and it's closer to my actual level. So I played this game a lot since it came out. Well, even before it came out, because I know I did at least the beta. I can't remember if I did any alpha for it. But I remember the beta. And again, a lot of my favorite things about it, they got rid of. Like the opening segment was much longer before they started adding the chapters. And I don't know if all that code is still in there or whether they just took it out, but it isn't accessed anymore. It was a much longer sequence to get out of the prison you're in the beginning, and it was very, very exciting, and they took out my favorite parts.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes?
How would I know? I don't know what kinds of games of skill you're talking about. Tell me about the Battleground games.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about?
Tell me about Team Deathmatch.
Team Deathmatch has always been popular.
Oh, I would think
All
so
that
with that.
ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores.
Tell me about domination.
Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated.
I don't know that it sounds very G-rated. Tell me about some other games.
Ever the curious one, eh?
Not
Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory. What other challenge would you care for me to explain?
I don't know. Take your pick from this list. Do you see the list here in the air? Because I could see it. The people in YouTube land can see it. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic PC witty gamer. Tell me about Crazy King.
Ah, one of my personal favorites. Unlike our other games where you must stand fast, Crazy King gets the blood really flowing. In this game, the capture point keeps moving. Keep your feet quick and your shields up. Difficult to win when you're dead.
So far, I don't really understand the rules of any of these, although there was that one where he just said the more hits you get, the more points you get, which that's simple enough for me to understand as a 63-year-old poorly aging, sarcastic PC gamer. Tell me about Capture the Relic.
Capture the Relic is one of our simpler games. You must seize your enemy's relic and return it to your base, all while protecting your own relic as well. Teamwork is the key to victory in this game, as you'll need a strong defense and offense.
Oh, you mean like Capture the Flag, or as the amphibians call it, Capture the Frog. Tell me about Chaos Ball.
Chaos Ball sounds simple. You grab the ball and hold on to it for as long as you can. The longer you last, the more points you earn. It gets a bit more complicated when you're also running for your life, dodging swords and spells from the other team.
Goodbye, get lost. Good luck and through it. The other thing is when I come back after not being able to play it for a while, which is usually the fault of the company, ZeniMax Online Studios, because it's just not available to me, even though it should be available to me all the time, except when they purposely take down the server, you know, to do maintenance on it or whatever. So when I can't play at my convenience, obviously I forget what's going on. Like, I would like to start a new YouTube Gunmer dude. But most people, they like to, you know, see a variety of gameplay rather than the beginning again and again. Now, I happen to really like the beginning of Bethesda games. You know, when you're underpowered, everything can kill you. You haven't leveled yet or anything like that. So, that's big time fun for me, but I don't think the subscribers would be into that as well. I think if I keep starting new characters as often as I'd like to and shoot video of it, they might lose interest. But yeah, I like the early game. That's why this guy's level 14, even though I've been playing the Elder Scrolls Online for like forever. Is because I keep starting new characters. In fact, I started so many that I bought as many character slots as they would allow me to purchase and all of that. I've got all kinds of characters, so pretty much every race and gender is represented. And then when I go to play, choose who I feel like being. And I would say that my character that's gotten the furthest is probably something like Champion 323 or something. I didn't look it up, but in other words, not that critically advanced.
Please, make them stop.
What's going on out here?
This Covenant is burning the fields and murdering us where we stand. Please, there are others out in the paddies. Someone needs to find Batuas, Vudilal, and Wanaxi.
Well, they sure have funny names, but it doesn't really look like you've been murdered. You are not giving off "I have been murdered" vibes, which would... murder means death. I mean, I'll find them. Nolu Azah. Why can't people just get normal names? Should be a little easier to find them since we seem to have and plenty of baddies to kill along the way. Which should help me level up. Silver weave cord is now available to scribe. Well, it's about time. I know, I woke up in the middle of the night just haunted by the fact that I couldn't scry whatever it said that thing was. If it isn't Fool Dilal.
You don't wear the lion crest. Please, help.
Can you make it back to town?
With your aid, Moist One. My thanks.
Hi. So, is he following me? Because it looks like he's probably just going back to town without me, so one wonders why I needed to find him in the first place. Basically, sort of like tag. I tag him and then he goes back to town, which one would assume. Well, I don't know how to... Oh, I guess I'd have to go across that bridge down there to get over to the other place I'm trying to get. Which is fine. Balfoyan Docks, or Balfoyan, or however it's pronounced. Docks. Since I don't remember what quest I was on, and I could look them up, but I don't think it would help that much. What I'm doing is looking at these map pointers that show up in my AI and going and uncovering things, expecting that it will lead to adventure, excitement, riches. Not very good at luck, bitch. And I don't know how to get down to that bridge without just falling incredible distances. And I don't even know if I want the bridge, but
What hope is there?
by the way, if you look looks like the distances are in miles. I mean, meters. Which is not as helpful to Americans as one might think. Now, I don't know if there's a setting for it, because you would think if there was a setting for it, I would have already set it. But this game has been out a long time and makes a lot of money. And a lot of Americans play it. I'm not suggesting all the measurements need to be imperial for everybody. I'm saying the localization part of it should be, we should be able to use what system we know. I mean, I don't know what 16 meters is. Nobody paid attention to metrics in our schools when I was growing up because we all knew we'd never used them. And pretty much the only time we've ever used them is in association with drugs. Like, you get a prescription, and the prescription is, you know, a certain milligrams of something, and you really don't have to know much to do that in America. Meaning, all you really have to know is 10 milligrams of the medication would be twice what 5 milligrams of the medication would be. Doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure that out. I'm also testing how to record it because the way I normally record my games, which is with the game bar that's in Windows 10 and 11, is it doesn't record this game in the right resolution, at least not for me, so I'm using something like Obis or something. I don't know what I'm using. I could check.
Please, my scales are slick. Don't send me to Sithis.
The path to town should be clear.
I'll dance on the water, thank you.
Move. So I don't think they really needed me. Maybe they just needed the concept of me. Every time I start, I tell myself, okay, I'm going to play this character out. I'm going to play the end game content and all of that. And I have not. When it gets too complicated, or I can't figure out what I'm doing, or I just long for a new character, I create one. And because we're limited in how many characters we can create, I often have to delete the characters in order to make it. If this were real, you would want to avoid the enemy, but because you actually get XP for often people, there's really no incentive Unless you're absolutely sure they're just going to kill you again and again and again. There's no incentive for you to avoid your enemies. Well, if it isn't Winoxie.
Everywhere I see, these cowards put us to their blades. Dry-skinned wretches.
I've cleared the way. Get back to town.
I'll meet you back in Dalmora. My thanks.
I don't know where Dalmora is. I mean, go in safety. Oh, there's a moonstone there. By the way, I don't know how you could make an adventure game where you would avoid enemies, because how would you coordinate for that? I don't know. But I'm just saying, I see an enemy, I go right after him thinking, okay, that's going to be experience points for me. That'll get me closer to the next level up. That'll get me... the next skill. By the way, I didn't check this time to see whether they have taken away all my skills. So sometimes when they make radical enough changes to the game, they have you reset. Reassign your skill points, all of that. Which if you're working on a particular build, that can be quite annoying. Although I'm told I can be as well. Some of my favorite things that I did early in the game, like when it first released, I don't even know where to find it. So I don't know if those elements were taken out of the game, or whether I'm just not doing the things that would cause them to fire. Like, I remember the first time I played the multiplayer, I was really excited about it because you have to get to level 10 to be able to play any multiplayer content at all. And I was playing it a lot when it first came out. And I thought, and I don't know if this is true, but it's probably true, I thought that I was one of the first people to reach level 10. And so there weren't a lot of people in multiplayer. And it was a really cool experience.
I've lost my family. I don't know what I'll do.
Your family is missing?
There were scary noises in the fields. Some of my guar ran away. I'm worried about them. But I can't leave the guar who stayed behind. They're too frightened.
So, your guar herd is your family?
Of course. Guar are noble creatures, and they're hard workers. You've got to find them. Here, take some stinkweed. It's their favorite food. Their stomachs will lead them home. Home to me.
I'll see what I can do since you're a stranger.
Thank you
asking
so
me to do
much.
things.
My poor children. I don't know if I could go on without them.
Why do you treat your guar like family?
Because they are. They haul our goods. They eat our trash. Guar are magnificent. And I have heard rumors about the Covenant. If they attack, who but the guar will carry our belongings to safety?
Don't know, don't care. I mean, that's another thing about adventure games. You generally don't get a chance to create a relationship with these people that are constantly asking you to do these quests. And so, unless you just are a really strong, nice guy character, it seems like when strangers ask you to do things, you would say, why? Well, it looks like I'm stuck. I have to go to the map and pay money to warp out of here. Oh, no, I have to find a... I don't remember what those things are called that'll let me travel to them. But I don't even see one on this map. Way shrines, maybe? So... I know if you write to customer support, you can pay them to get you out of a place. Which I don't want to do. I mean, I think you pay with the in-game currency, I don't remember. But my point is, if they created this scene that I can't get out of, oh, okay, I got out of it. Good. I was gonna say, if they create a scene, because I don't know if there's any left in the game, but there have been plenty in the time I've been playing it. If they create a scene that you can't get out of, I don't think you should have to pay them to be moved out of it.
I wish I could feel safe in town, but with the Covenant in Balfoyan, nowhere is safe.
Did y'all make it back safely?
We did, thanks to you. We are forever in your debt.
That's true.
We will think of you always in our passage down the river.
Okay, now I'm at level 15,000. So I can choose the Prophet's Infernal Staff, the Prophet's Greatsword, and the Prophet's Shield.
Buying, selling, trading.
Really, none of these matter to me because I don't really use staffs. I don't use shields, but I just have to pick one. 15,000. Okay, now I also have to choose. Are these called perks? I can't remember what they're called. Scorch. Stir a group of shock that attack after 3 seconds, dealing 4,824 damage to enemies in front of you. I like passive abilities more. So I'm going to go with a passive ability. I've got 4 skill points. So let's see where where else I could spend them. And there must be a reason why I kept that many.
My grief is without end.
We'll go with the lethal arrow morph there.
I've got what you need.
Now, see, I could add these abilities to staffs, but like I said, I generally don't even use staffs, so I'd like to keep my abilities for things I actually use. Okay, so I'm upgrading Grace, which reduces the effectiveness of snares applied to you by 2%. Okay. And Spell Warding increases your spell resistance by 363 for each piece of light armor equipped. Well, I usually wear only light armor, so that might be helpful. Then Soul Magic. None of the passive abilities are available to me right now. And I'm going to increase my max magicka and max stamina by 789. Again, I've always liked passive abilities more than... I mean, you have to have some active abilities, but I'm just saying the passive abilities are happening all the time in the background. You don't have to think about them or anything. Oh, I have 0 skill points left, so I don't have to worry about this anymore. You've earned a Golden Pursuit reward. Okay, what's that?
Quality.
Rewards. You have completed a heroic return. You may go back to any previous link before the campaign closes to complete tasks and claim rewards. I have no idea what it's talking about.
Buying, selling, trading.
It still says claim all. There must be a reason I can't claim them. Is it something that goes into my inventory and my inventory is full? I don't know. You can now equip an additional set of weapons. Okay, it didn't stay on long enough for me to read it. No, I still have inventory space, so I don't know why it was giving me trouble, but I also don't care. I want to go out and see the world. Talk to people and pretend to be adventuring. Talk to Adept Ernard. Well, if he's called Adept Ernard or she, I don't know if that's a male name or a female name. They probably are trying to get me on some quest I'm not that interested in pursuing at this time. But it's only 21M away. Oh, this is the blow. Yeah, he's probably trying. No, that's not. I'm confused.
One good turn deserves another. What do you need?
I guess I need to arrange transport, which I had no idea I needed to do that, but that's what the menu says I need to do.
Are you then? Tag along in my skiff if you'd like. Though I suppose it depends where you want to go.
I'd like to go to Bleak Rock. I don't know why I want to go to Bleak Rock, but apparently I do. Bleak Rock is an island off the I didn't get to read that. And I'm not really complaining. I'm making fun of it. You know, they put words up there that you can't read because I don't give you time to read. But I'm not complaining because those are loading screens. You don't want loading screens to be longer, you know, to show up longer than you actually need loading screens for, so. And I I can look at the map and see, okay, I've done most of the things at Bleak Rock, but I didn't remember that. Again, if I was playing this 10 hours a day, as I used to do, I probably would know more what I've accomplished and what I haven't, what my next objective is. There is, of course, a quest log. But because it has to appear on screen, most of the stuff in my quest log makes no sense to me. So, like, where is the quest log? Now that I've talked about it, I can't find it. Oh, it's probably in the journal. It still says to talk to Adept Arnard. That's another thing. Often in this game, I don't know whether what is sending me to is on is in the same area of the map where I am. These things could be completely across the world. And ESO, after all this time, still hasn't. They either haven't found a way to show me whether it's local to where I am so I can clear, you know, all the quests on the area map I am first before going somewhere else, or if they found a way to do it, they haven't found a way to show me how to do it. The Prophet has contacted me across great distance for some important purpose. Lyris Titanborn is freed from her prison. I must speak to the Prophet. Okay, that's great. I would like to do that. But I don't remember where they are. It doesn't tell me what map I have to be on to go do that. And that's part of the main quest. And I like the main quest. I would like to... I have completed the main quest of this game before. It was a good, challenging time. I had fun with most of it. Some of it was so challenging that I actually had to get help from, I must be out of block picks, that I had to get help from people, you know, in multiplayer. Single player Bethesda RPG. So most of the time I'm completely ignoring the chat, the mail, and it's not like I have so many buddies in this game anyway. Play it. Capable of doing. You don't have to worry about scheduling time with others. And you don't have to worry about disagreements on how to carry out quests or anything like that. Could be that I'm just not very social. Memorandum of our contract. The Frost Lake pillagers are hereby engaged to find relics of power in Hassan's Folly and bring them to General Sareen. Payment to be dependent upon the nature of what is found. Down payment in gold has been offered and accepted. Be sure to warn your scouts. The cultists used an old Nord tomb as their worship space. Those hairy bastards love to set their traps in their burial mounds. Expect some flame traps, or sword blades, or flaming sword blades.
Keep your weapons sharp
Cause as
and
much
close.
trouble as you like, the more the better. Kill anyone you meet. See, this guy respawned while I was reading the stupid note that was here. I mean, there's a note for me to read, so if you don't give me time to read it between attacks, that's horrible. See, by the time I get out of these fights, I don't remember where I was trying to go or what I was trying to do. Uriel metal carvings is now available to scry. Is that a good thing? Okay, talk to the prophet. I'm guessing that if I follow the direction where it says talk to the prophet. Back to some ship and transporting off of this it's fine, but I wouldn't have come here if I'd known there was a quest, you know, a main quest for the base game that doesn't take place here. So in one way it's holding my hand, and in another it's not holding my hand at all. There's a guy I rescued 1,000,000 years ago. Yeah, we're going down to the waterfront again where the boats are. Where the boats are.
One good turn deserves another. What do you need?
I need to arrange transport again.
Are you then? Tag along in my skiff if you'd like. Though I suppose it depends where you want to go.
Well, I'd really like to know where the prophet is, because I'm supposed to meet with him. I'm hoping it's at Davon's Watch, because I just came from Balfoyan and he wasn't there. So my quest log isn't telling me where I should travel to meet this alleged prophet. So that's kind of a problem. Stone Falls. Crafting furniture.
What do you want?
I want to get out of this person's store before they have me arrested. And I want to figure out where the prophet is.
By the divines, the ale servers in this place get uglier by the day.
I'm looking for a fight, and I guess you are too, since you just said I'm ugly.
Is that right? Well then,
Sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
The Undaunted? What is that?
A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted?
Yes! I want to be one of the Undaunted.
You sure? Dungeon delving
Not
and
really.
monster fighting is not for the weak of heart.
I'm not afraid.
Good, but that's the easy part.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hard part is proving yourself.
No thanks.
Fungal Grotto seems like a good test. A dark, dank cave few return from. See if you can best whatever's inside. If you survive, come meet me back here, and we'll make it official.
It's one of the good things about Bethesda games, and of course Bethesda is associated with ZeniMax. Who makes this game? You know, factions, a wide variety of things to do. Still looking for the prophet. Okay, okay, it must be on the other side of this. Is this a town, a city? I think he's in some cave or something. I know that other guy told me to go to a different cave, but...
Welcome. You stand amidst the circle of champions, a guild formed to test the greatest...
Oh, not you again. I mean, no offense, but I don't want to play your games right now. I'm looking for the prophet. There's always, at least in my experience, there's always something to do in the Elder Scrolls Online. Sometimes it's just a little challenging finding where to do those things. Even as you can see, there are compass points telling me where to go, but you never know whether the place you're trying to go, and maybe other people do when they're laughing at me and saying, oh, there's an easy way to know. Well, I don't know any easy way to know. I've read a lot of guides on this. I even bought a few guides on this game. But to me, I never know whether, you know, when I'm heading towards one of these quests, whether the actual person I'm supposed to find is on my local map or 6-7 maps away. No, this is the Harbor Ridge. Find Hanabi. For people not in the know, Hanabi is Hebrew for the prophet.
Nearest Chan, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least.
Hanabi, how you doing?
Lyris is safe and whole once more. You have done well.
Of course.
but there is still much to do.
Yeah, like getting you some decent clothes. You look like heck. I'm sorry to use such harsh language, but you're not looking good. Why would Molag Bal even give her the possibility of escape? Question mark?
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.
Oh, thanks for having me come halfway across the planet to talk to you. For you to not even give me a new quest, just to tell me, hey, I'll get in touch later on. Hey, Lyris, want to get married?
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titan-born pays her debts.
Maybe you could start by not calling me small one. Kind of insulting. What was it like in the Foundry?
It's a wretched place. A haunt
Like
of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly.
What's our next course of action?
After the Soul Burst, one of the five, Sai Sahan, fled with the Amulet of Kings. According to the Prophet, it's the only object in the world that can repair the tear in the veil between Tamriel and Oblivion.
How can the amulet do that?
I'm no mage. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of such things. My skill is with a blade, as Manamarco will discover when I remove his head from his narrow shoulders.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes, I'll be fine. Now. I know it sounds strange, but I knew you would come. I had faith in you. I still do. I hope we can be good friends.
Well, I wanted to marry you, but you're starting to freak me out now, and you didn't reply to my proposal anyway, so... And I know what a woman means when she says, I just want to be friends. It means I never want to hear from you again as long as you live. So sure, we'll be friends. I got no friends 'cause they read the papers. They can't be seen with me, and I've been real shot down, and I'm getting mean. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Clean. No more sick. He's obscene. I can't sing the whole song without copyright. But there is fair use, which includes short portions of the song without using the whole song, which is my choice. I've probably done this bit already. I don't know, because I don't think it marks anywhere whether you've, on the map, whether you've completed the particulosity. The mere fact that there's in other games would make you think that I hadn't done this before. But since enemies respawn in this game, but again, remember, And XP is a big thing that these games are about. I'll be interested to see if this video comes out. That's another reason I've considered not continuing this game, is I like to get in there, fire up the Windows game, start recording a game, and my award-winning commentary to it. And for some reason, there are some stubborn games that are not allowing themselves, and it could be something to do with my system, or it could be something, some factor I don't know. But they're not recording in the right resolution, so they can't be used for YouTube. And so when I have to reinvent the field by finding another way to record for YouTube, it makes me like a game a lot better. Because I'm only in the right. And I host these things. Being a host is different than just playing a video game. So I want to be in a wacky, funny, sarcastic mood. In order to record my commentary, I always record my commentary live. Because I don't have any software. Well, first of all, it would take more time if I did. And I don't have any software that I know how to run a video and then add commentary at the same time. Generally, if I don't get 16, generally if I don't get got killed. Advanced crafting box. Spoiler alert, I don't really craft a lot in this game. Passive things to unlock. We talked about why I choose passive more than active most of the time. Bond with nature. Anytime one of your animal companion skills end, you are healed for 465 health. So it's for your health. Bang your head. So this might be a good point to stick record this. I don't know how long this video is anyway. Although it is telling me that there's a sky shard somewhere in there. I would like to go editing the pieces. See, I've been fighting them, so now I don't know which way I was going, so I'm lost. Find Tanval Indoril. Why would I want to do that? Oh, because it's a quest. That's the only justification I need. Quest to do it. Quest. Life on the line. So you don't want to think about it too much. Because if you thought about it too much, it wouldn't make any sense to you. That people would ask a stranger, life on the line, especially given and that a stranger would say, yeah, I'll go do that. I'll go battle on your side in this conflict about which I know nothing. I'll immediately judge the other party as being wrong without any evidence. I got a companion I can pull in to sell my stuff to
I'm
her.
a criminal. Criminals don't ask questions.
I don't remember how to find her, of course.
Over to the body will follow. I'm not an idiot.
That lady. Is she a collection? Allies. Is she an ally? There she is. Lady, I gotta sell stuff to you.
Come, do your trading here.
Very much plan to do my trading here. Oh, I'm accidentally wearing heavy gloves. I need to rectify that at some point. Epotlets of the trainee. What's an epotlet? Okay, that gives me some space to pick up another stinking staff I don't want.
Care to bargain?
Not really. I care for you just to give me the best price possible. I can stay here forever and keep leveling up because they're going to keep respawning. But I thought I would find a way out of here. Get plenty of XP on the way out, looking for a way out of here because I can't go more than 2 feet. So I need to fight fatally. If you haven't figured it out yet, my guy's a Marge. Get out of the way. I'm telling you, this ruin has untold treasures. We could even break down the automatrons and sell the parts. Haul whatever you can back to the hideout. Not leaving a scrap behind. Have you ever noticed people in Bethesda games? Books and notes and audio message. If I was a criminal, I think I would want to cover up so I wouldn't get caught, prosecuted, go to jail, and somebody whose family I harmed would be able to figure out my schemes. And, you know, This seems very lazy. You just call yourselves the Outlaws? I mean, you haven't bothered to come up with a name? Other than outlaw soldiers. Is there a way out? We've offed. confused because this. Maybe there's a quest pointer and that's what's doing it. And I don't like this thing being in meters, so I'm going to look to see if that's fixable. Okay, I finally got out of this thing. I hope you're having a lovely time. Please like and subscribe. The Poorly Aged Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel tries to give you gameplay from as many PC games as possible and the widest variety possible. So like this week I did a Santa Claus one because it was Christmas week. I did a theater one where you simulate owning a theater. Oblivion, wrestling, and here's Elder Scrolls Online, and there's probably, oh, I did a bowling one as well. So PGA Tour 2026, did football, all in 1 week. And so that's our genre. The YouTube algorithm doesn't seem to have us figured out yet. So despite the fact that I have over 600 videos up, if you look at the list, it'll say something like 582 or something. Remember, some are scheduled for the days to come. I always schedule in advance. But also, they count shorts differently than they count regular videos. And so, between shorts and regular videos, yes, I have in excess of 600 videos. And that's just in the first. So by the end of the month of December, I believe it's going to be 10 months of it. So in 10 months, over 600, well, about 670. And 115 subscribers. Like I said, algorithm figures out what we're doing. YouTube will offer each video I upload. You can help with that too by leaving comments, by subscribing, all that. Ashen, inference, something. I don't know. I'm in a real dangerous area now, so I'm probably going to get killified. That's why I'd have the skull and crossbones when I entered this area. Although I think because that other guy was here, he probably helped keep me alive, even though that might not have been what he was trying to do. He was defending himself, and so since we were both beating on that crab thingy. We ended up helping each other out. Another good thing about Elder Scrolls Online is when you're looking for a definite place that feels like where you want to end a video or a play session or whatever. Break your heart. One of those, give me just one more minute to play type. Oh, I thought this one was open. This is where you do see a lot of the online interaction, and you're reminded that it's a multiplayer game. Because huge events happen here where 15 people might be working on destroying the enemy and getting the loot and all of that.